Yo, we about to check out why Lucki isn't mainstream. If you're excited for a like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how I feel about Lucki in the comment section down below. And without further ado, let's dive in. Lucki got some good music. I like him. He a vibe.
Hasn't gone mainstream yet. It doesn't really make sense.
When did the video come out? Hold on. The video came out 8 months ago. Interesting.
He really comes so close to breaching the mainstream title, but he doesn't. Why isn't Lucki mainstream yet?
Talk to me.
Lucki had always been told that he was a good storyteller and a good writer from when he was a kid.
Great
He
vibe.
hadn't really thought much of it, but in late 2012, early 2013, after dropping out of high school in his freshman year at 16 years old, Lucki started his career under the stage name 97 and soon changed his name to Lucki X, with that being a combination of his first name and then the drug Xanax. Xanax is gonna pop up a lot in this video, I'm just letting you know that right now. 2012, Lucki officially dropped his first single called Master Plan, and the song was an early capture of his talent and his lyricism.
I know this nigga that be making wild bucks. His pockets antlers on your windshield. He be making wild bucks. She fucking right. She set them up. We gon' be making wild bucks. We Ric Flair without the ref. We gon' be gone on.
Continued his grind in January of 2013 when he dropped his first music video as an early collaborator with the Elevator channel. He continued to work with Elevator as one of his friends had got him plugged in with the creator of it. He kept grinding on the music videos and singles, which was leading up to the first.
Lucki began slowly, acting around, right over the sun, coming up, she's key.
Official tape, which was called Alternative Trap. Lucki dropped this almost 10 years ago at age 17, and it still holds up to this day. Soon after, he dropped his second project, which went from the perspective of a drug dealer that was selling Xanax to a drug dealer that started taking Xanax. Now, like I said before, Xanax is gonna pop up a lot in this video, so just get prepared for it.
Talk to me.
That same year, Lucki was claimed by Glow Gang, which was Chief Keef's affiliation and his label at the time.
Glory boy.
Now, Keef has always been a big influence of Lucki, and he shouts out Lucki in some of his interviews, and his Days Before 3 cover also replicates Keef's Almighty Soul cover. Now, this was Lucki's first chance to go semi-mainstream as an affiliation with one of the faces, if not the face of Chicago music at the time. This should have been an amazing chance for Lucki to go up. Now, Lucki did get notoriety from this, but it really didn't do much for him other than locally, as he got talks about him from blogs, but he didn't really go much past this. Keef openly admits that around this time, he was hooked on his Xanax, so he didn't do a good job promoting Lucki. Now, this isn't necessarily Lucki's fault, but this was one of the first and many chances that he had of going mainstream.
Okay. Congregated. Is this the proper way to express my feelings? I think I'm healing the pain inside. I tame you lines. Give me a chair and a whip. A nerd walking down the aisle of bullies, bet I don't trip. I'ma spit a written.
Chance. Acid rapper.
I'm off that local. I'm on that global. I often have dreams of being locked in my mama's Volvo, watching the garage burn down.
Chance the Rapper was also a prominent figure in the Chicago music scene,
Acid
and
rapper.
Lucki and Chance had worked together on a cypher back in 2010. They both knew each other, and everyone wanted to collab from the two, as they basically made the same type of music, which is conscious lyrical rap. Lucki even states Chance is one of the reasons why he started rapping after watching a performance from Chance at a library. Chance had gained notoriety after his classic acid rap and was still a hot independent artist around the time, so it was expected if they did collab, it would be good for the both of them. Now again, the song did well locally, but not well nationally, meaning it did well in Chicago. Now, one possible reason for this might have been because people were expecting it to be a Chance type beat, and they weren't expecting it to be a psychedelic Lucki type beat. Around the time when Stevie Wonder dropped, Lucki still had a style that was on par with Chance's, as they both had a conscious rap type of style, most prominent in alternative trap. Now, Chance continued to climb up the artist totem pole, and eventually in 2016, he had his breakout hit No Problems, but Lucki stayed at the same level he was relatively. Chance the Rapper should have been another route for Lucki to go mainstream, but again it faltered.
Being around Cardi taught me how to rap over trap beats. Remember I used to make music like Chance the Rapper and them kind of like in that lane. Being around Cardi taught me how to rap over like.
I want to learn, not learn. I want to hear this interview.
Killing people.
If you know what the name of this interview is, put me on, please.
Like told me how to finesse over it.
It was Cardi of all people. That's pretty crazy. Yeah. How so? He just kind of showed you some other beats, or like, you know, like how that.
Lucki had started his career off as a conscious rapper, but the X and Freeway VP started to see him drift more toward the trap style. The fans who began to listen to his music observed that his style became more of a drug-dominated chill flow compared to his lyrical one in the past. In his interview with Kids Take Over, he states that he linked up with Cardi, who taught him how to rap on trap beats, and Lucki took his own approach to this. He replaced killing and drills with drugs and women. Now, this new take on his music may have pushed him back a little further, as the chance he may have had with his conscious rap was not completely gone, but he did have to start a little fresh. Now, he didn't completely abandon the sound, as on the Freeway tape, it was still present, but it was outshined by the actual Freeway songs. Now, Freeway was a compilation of freestyles that Lucki was dropping as singles, which did really well, and and was a monumental event for him as he started to become more known for his trap sound. Now, the Freewave EP 1 may have had elements of his old style. Freewave 2 was a complete abandonment of it. It was a complete abandonment of the Chance the Rapper inspired sound with a transition to trap and plug beats.
That cover was so hard.
He began to dabble more in the pills and sipping, which became more prominent in his music. Watch My Back saw introduction into a more prominent era of women, Mexicans, and drugs.
Hello.
Now, like I said earlier, Lucki is an addict. He paints the lifestyle of being an addict better than anyone in the rap game right now. He even paints it better than the Cap God Future. Lucki's music gives you
He even paints it better than the Cap God Future.
And his music oddly gives you a sense of nodding with a sense of comfort at the same time.
Yep.
In his No Jumper interview, he states that in 2017, he was in the hospital and almost passed away due to Xanax. In that same No Jumper interview, he stated that he would take 3 to 6 Xanny bars a day, and that is a lot. The addiction was also messing with his music career, as he also stopped messing with some artists, and his first manager stopped messing with him due to the drugs. He had to take an 8-month break in 2016 due to addiction and mental health, which saw a break in not only recording music but also dropping it. A stall like this in music for sure stalled his growth. It didn't stun it, it stalled it. There's also been times where he refused to do shows where a drink would be hard to receive. A prime example of this is 5 months ago when Lucki complained about the lean they had in London. Now, London is ass, so I would complain too, but this is a prime example.
I ain't gotta walk here.
He was thankfully able to kick his Xan addiction, even with the plus of not having to battle withdrawals, and he's working on better himself for his son. But drugs no doubt had an effect on his career. Lucki has always had an interesting fan base. At first they were appreciative of his music, but his fan base has grown to kids making fun of his lean addiction and his lean gut. Now, part of this is due to Bruce's fan base, which is also known as DEO. They didn't necessarily ruin his fan base, and I'm not one of those niggas who are gonna be like DEO ruined his fan base, but there are for sure people who don't want to get into his music due to the actions or reputation that his fan base has. For example, the nigga who grabbed his quote-unquote lean gut. Now, I guarantee you, one of them niggas was a Bruce fan. People are gonna attempt to argue that he's mainstream, but I disagree. I think he's on the literal bridge and is about to break in. I mean, he's literally selling mainstream numbers. 22,000 first week on Flawless Like Me was more than Kid Cudi's, and Kid Cudi is a mainstream artist. Now, this video wasn't to hate on Lucki at all, as when I was researching for this video, I discovered more of his music that I liked, and I love his music right. But
he got some good music.
I still believe that he's not mainstream yet, and he has a little bit more to go.
Y'all let me know how I feel about Lucki's music in the comment sections down below. I enjoy Lucki's music. I mean, honestly, whether he's mainstream or not, I'm still gonna listen to his music. He got a loyal fan in me. So that's just how I feel. I'm more of a Rod Wave. Rod Wave and Lucki are my 2 artists right now. I'm mainly a Rod Wave, but whenever I need to feel that like chill, slow, just vibe, Lucki's there for me too. So that's just me. That's my reaction. I have the link to the original video down below. Show him some love too. But that was your boy. Until next time. Peace.
Thank you. Hey.